Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And this evening, for your pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club, the GRRC, for their exciting GTCC Season 3 season of the touring cars. And it's round 2. We're at Germany, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's the Nürburgring Short. And I'll give you an update on all the rules. It's been about 2 weeks since we covered round 1. I am slacking. All my fault. These guys are regular as clockwork. It's just me falling behind. So, the GTCC race format. 5 cars to choose from. Once picked, you have to stay with that car for the whole season. And those cars are the Hyundai Genesis Group 4, the Mazda 3 Group 4, the VW Sirocco Group 4, the BMW M4 Group 4, and the Renault Megane Group 4. All cars matched manually with power restrictor rather than BOP to ensure they are very close to each other in terms of lap times. These guys have done their homework. A small amount of nitros for each race to act as boost like the real BTCC has. Only a couple of minutes worth, so has to be used sparingly for safe overtakes only. Like a game of chess, when to use it without running out too fast. Right then, there was a qualifying race of 3 laps with the grid set reverse from the previous round. Then we have this first race grid is set from that quali race. Then we have a second race grid set from the finishing order of the first race. And then we'll have a third race with the grid set reverse from finishing order of second race. So there's 2 championships running in the same races with the works drivers, championship GT1s in quicker drivers, and then the Jock Steers trophy, the GT2 drivers. Right, I haven't got much battery on my phone, so I'm going to get over to their Discord and let's see if we can quickly get through these standings, if I can find them, after after 3 races that we've had. We've got Norfolk and Talent and Matteo joint top on 47 points. Then we have Nifty in third on 41 points. After him, we have Max on the Sticks in fourth on 39 points. Then we have Gaz in fifth on 37 points. Then we have Oban in sixth on 30 points. Then in joint triple first of the Jocks Cup, we have Kevslar, Chili D, and Mikey, all on 27 points, with Willie Wynn in, kind of fourth, but second if you're joining all the ones on 26 points. We have Fordy in seventh on 15 points. And then we have Greavesy in fifth for the Jock Clear Cup on 15 points, I think. Then we have G-Man in sixth on 12 points. Then we have Apricot Charlie in seventh on 11 points. And then we have Fiberman in eighth of the Jock Steer Club on 7 points. So that's the table. And it's heating up already, just 1 round in. Or 3 rounds for them. I'm calling them rounds because I'm lazy. But the events, we're 1 event in. 3 races for you, ladies and gentlemen, at a very tidy track. I must say, we don't see Nürburgring Short that often, but when I have covered it, it has always slapped. Right then, Gentlemen's Road Racing Club, the GTCC Season 3, Round 2. The grid looks a little bit like this after their 3-lap race from the reverse of the last race. Not even the championship table, I don't think. I think it's the last race they run. So on pole position in a Mazda, I believe. Yes, in the Mazda, we have Top Taffy. Top Taffy, I don't think was here for the first event. So he's turning up here in the second one and putting it at the top. In second place on the grid, we have Mikey. Mikey also in a Mazda. So Mikey starting at the front. Nifty in third. And guess what? It's a Mazda. Do you think the Mazdas might be good here? I don't know, or maybe not. But all Mazdas at the top of the table, with fourth place going to Oban in the V-dub. Oban bringing a V-dub out, and it doesn't look like he's loaded in. Buggering heck. All right, and we'll try and do a reload afterwards. We'll even delete some cookies. I should have done it. This has been lined up for ages. I got sidetracked with qualifying, F1 qualifying. So it's it's probably my fault. So Oban there in fourth. In fifth place in the V-dub, we have Fiberman in the Rocket livery. In sixth place then, ladies and gentlemen, in the old school Renault Megane colours, and in a Renault Megane, we have Willie Wynn. In seventh, I'm making it quick because it's a full grid. In Burtmer, ladies and gentlemen, we have Max on the sticks in seventh place. In eighth place, in Renault, we have Kevlar. Kevlar then in eighth place. Yeah, I'm matching up so far. Everything's going well. Norfolk and Talent is starting ninth on the grid in the V-dub. And then in 10th place, we have Matteo in the lone Hyundai last week. I don't know if there's any other Hyundais that have offered to join, but at the moment, Matteo is the lone Hyundai driver. He's high and he is dry. In 11th spot in the Mazda 3, we have Chili D, ladies and gentlemen. Chili, put in the D. In 11th spot. In 12th, we have Dry. In another high and dry. So I like it. He's high and he definitely is dry. I wonder if that's one of the regulars that's changed their names. I'll have to inquire if they've changed their nickname because they've taken a high and dry out. So that's Dry in 12th, high. In Burtmer, we have G-Man for real fun in 13th, with 4D sitting in 14th. I know he's usually 5th, but 4D at the moment is 14th. But by the end of the race, I am sure everything will be back to normal and he'll be in his 5th place. 4D in 14th in a V-dub. Then in 15th, ladies and gentlemen, in a Renault is the Gaz Man. And it looks like his livery hasn't loaded in as well. So that's double the reason to log out and log back in. And then that's Apricot Charlie starting in 12th in a very sexy looking Burtmer. Right then, that's your grid. But I will whip out of it. I will delete cookies. I'm going to go all in. I am going to go tip, shaft, and the balls on this one because it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to turn him down because he's annoying. I don't know how you lot listen to him. I really don't. Good luck to you. So here we go. And the family have come home already. I was going to try and get this done while they were out, and I'm protesticated. I did something. I didn't do the other one with an M, but I took my sweet while getting to it, and now I've been caught out already. Right then, so let me get this loaded up for you. Hopefully we will have some liveries back on the board and we'll be ready to get ourselves going. How are you guys anyway? Vodka Rob's in the chat saying, well, hello. Greavesy saying, how do you do thingy? I've got to move on from this because there's cheats on there's spoilers there. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who did not?
Thanks for going.
Oh, cool.
You may stay here.
Thank you. So, that isn't loaded in. Has that got worse? Was that not? Who was in? What's that position? For heaven's sakes, guys! It tells me at the side. Oban. Did Oban had one originally? Didn't he? It wasn't Oban, was it? Yeah, it was Oban. So maybe Oban just doesn't have one for the time being. Let's give him a minute to get himself together. And that one didn't. So they've not loaded. I'm not taking fault. You've seen me. You've seen I've put the effort in to try and get us a full grid of liveries, and it's not worked. So I'm guessing they're not there. Right then. Oh, the family walked in with a pizza. I'm just having a little look. Oh yeah, baby. That's not a bad looking pizza. There might be quiet points throughout this stream. You never know. Right then. Thank you for bearing with me. I am ready. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, if you don't mind, actually. And away we go. I think they're all on medium tyres. There are no tyre rules. I've told you everything you need to know. Let's just get this race underway. It's been long enough already. Procrastinating. It was something like that. Top Taffy then pulls away with Mikey in chase, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty not to be counted out already, poking his nose in up at the front there. But Top Taffy does the job into the first corner. Everything's good. The car's really quiet. Can you hear them? Oh yeah, they're there. Mikey in third. We've got Max on the sticks in fourth on his tail. Willie Win in fifth. We've got Oban having a little look in sixth place. And then we've got Matteo making his way through in the high and dry. We've got Dry out there wide, also in the high and dry, as Kevlar in ninth. Kevlar's on the attack, though, of the Hyundai. And Kevlar, whoa, there's a rocket came in. A rocket came in from somewhere. Who was that? Fiberman. Unbelievable stuff. Fiberman just slung it right in between the both of them. No harm, no foul, I guess. But risky driving from the Fiberman there in the rocket. G-Man in 11th place in the work, keeping 40 at bay in 14th. Gaz in 14th because Chili D is making the moves, ladies and gentlemen. Chili D up to 13th now as we see 40 also pulling off a maneuver. And 40 then getting himself up to 11th on his campaign to 5th place. G-Man in 12th. We've got Chili D in 13th then with Gaz in 14th. We've got Charlie in 15th and the Dry in the high and dry, slipping to the rear derriere of the pack. Nifty leads, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty's got the moves done on the Taffmeister, and Nifty now trying to claim as many points as he possibly can in this championship. Max on the sticks, looking menacing in the Burtmer and the BMW can be slightly unpredictable, one would say, as you get onto the accelerator at the other side of a corner. And Top Taffy, meanwhile, maintaining that pace and trying to keep Nifty in sight as Nifty slings it into the hairpin and back on to the old track. So Mikey there in fourth. Mikey's in trouble though, because Oban is definitely having a sniff and a whiff either side of him, and Matteo also seems to be lining them up for a bit of an OT. So Matteo then, we're in the high and dry as he makes the move on the Oban. He's used a squirt of NOS at some point in this race, and it's propelled him up to 5th. Remember, Matteo started 10th, so he's made 5 places so far. And the plan is going well as Nifty leads from Top Taffy. Max on the sticks is in 3rd, and we are chasing down Mikey in the Mazda. We're sat aboard the high and dry with Matteo. Oban behind us, chasing us hard. He's in a nice clear bit of air with Willie Win in 7th. Wondering about the Kevlar, also in the Renault behind him. And Norfolk and Talent can never be counted out, ever. Never. So there we go, Willie Win and does a great job into that, what is usually the first corner. I'm not sure, I get lost on this track. It's not one I know all that well, but Norfolk and Talent going around the outside there and putting the moves like Jagger on the Kevlar. And Fordy, still his campaign to move himself ever up and into the pack, is up and into 10th place. Fiberman slipping back into 11th with G-Man in the Burtmer. He's near enough wearing dry. The high and dry all up and about his business at the moment as the BMW finds its way. It gnashes its teeth as Apricot Charlie in 15th makes a mistake in the Burtmer, and he's got a bit of space until Chili D is on the scene, and I think that's it. I think Chili D is through as Apricot Charlie gets himself revved up and back on the go. Nifty pulling out space from Top Taffy as Top Taffy has to deal with the Burtmer of Max on the Sticks. Max on the Sticks, hard at it. It's lap 3 of 13, and already we are having pockets of racing happening as we see now Max on the Sticks out of the toe and still unused any of the NOS as he goes for the move on Top Taffy. Top Taffy has used some NOS there and he stays ahead. Top Taffy holds his position, and Max on the Sticks scratching his head now what to do as Matteo closes in. But also Matteo has used a little bit of NOS to help him get there. Mikey in 5th place now with Oban chasing him down in the V-dub. We got Norfolk and Talent has cleared Willie Wynn. Willie Wynn slipped behind the Kevlar as well. So Willie Wynn having a moment in the Renault as Kevlar. And again Willie Wynn looked like he got caught up on the barrier there and snagged up on the apex in the barrier, and that's bringing Fordy ever into play now as Fordy in the V-dub giving some big moves. Fiberman in 11th place, and he's being pursued by the Dry. And he's being pursued rather swiftly by the Dry as well. So Fiberman will be feeling that pressure from the high and dry behind him as they come up to the chicane. It's not a place I would choose to overtake, and it looks like the Dry obviously also feeling it was not the moment or the place to try and become a hero. Fiberman then survives another lap, sat in 11th, but the Dry is definitely putting some copious amounts of pressure on the V-dub driver right now. Nifty still leads. Max on the Sticks chasing him down in the Burtmer at the front end. We are looking at 12th and 11th, duking it out, and the Gaz never to be counted out behind him in 13th, closing in, and again the Dry finding the Hyundai a wee bit of a handful in his stead. So Fiberman, ooh, feeling it now, a little nudge up the inside, and Fiberman says, all day, my friend, all day. I'll defend them, at least I know where you are. And that gives Gaz an in on the Dry there. The Dry getting a little over anxious. Try, couldn't slow down the Hyundai there. I don't think it was an attempted move. I think it was a little bit of a late break and a, oh no, I don't want to be here at the moment. Fordy up to 10th, chasing down Willie Wynn. Norfolk and Talent should be closing in on the Oban by now. It's time. It's time for him to join the guys at the top of the castle. And Norfolk and Talent then moving on through the crowd. 7th against Oban in 6th. We got Mikey standing his ground. This is what I like to see. Nifty in the chat saying evening thingy, evening all. Hope everyone is well. And Matteo saying evening the Dry. That'll be Daldry. Daldry, is it? Oh, well, he's the Dry. Sounds cool. It's like a superhero name. Or I could call him DJ Dry, and that'll be his rap name. Nifty then is out there in the lead with Matteo in the 2nd place. He's got past Max on the Sticks. By George, by gum. By jolly, by gosh. So Matteo getting the moves done, but he's halfway through his NOS. Nifty also halfway through the NOS. We're not quite halfway through this race. We probably are. It's about 6.5 laps in now. So yeah, dead on half. They're using their NOS. Ooh, a little catch there from Matteo on the high and dry. Wanted to step out on him, and Max on the sticks wants more of that action, please, sir. Then we've got Top Taffy in fourth with Mikey closing in on Top Taffy. Mikey, he is enriched in this race. He's gone for the move on the Taffmeister, and that is Mikey pulling it off, ladies and gentlemen. And Top Taffy having a sniff to see if there's anything going in the chicane, but Mikey says, no sir, that is all you get. Thank you and good night. So Mikey on the move. Beautiful stuff. Still in sight of a podium position. Is this Mikey's day? Top Taffy in fifth now, with Oban all up and about his business, and Norfolk and Talon is on his way to join the party. Don't start without him. But Oban is eager beaver, and he'll be wanting to get on with this party pretty soon. Top Taffy trying to recenter himself, ladies and gentlemen. Find those 33s and watch out for the late 34s on those lap times. Oban then sixth, but Norfolk and Talon coming in strong in the V-dub. Kevlar in eighth in the Renault, ahead of Willie Wynn in ninth, and then we've got 40 in 10th. 40 a little stagnant now, can't find his way up any higher than 10th place. They're just too fast for him. He needs mistakes to happen ahead in the game. Gaz in 11th, the dry, or Daldry as it turns out. I like the dry. We'll go both, because he's driving a high and dry as well. So yeah, Daldry is in 12th place. Thank you very much, Matteo. Ace. It's not like I rename everyone. And Fiberman in 13th, with G-Man for real fun in 14th. Chili D in 15th, and the Charlie is in 16th at the moment. We saw Charlie hit a barrier, come a little bit of a cropper in the BMW. Chili D, I'm not sure what happened to the man we call Chili D, with G-Man there in the BMW. Bit of racing up here between the Rocket and Daldry. Oh dear, and Daldry's been reset and put himself behind the G-Man, and now Rocket is trying to lift. I think he's trying to readdress for whatever happened there with the dry, and Daldry then up, G-Man, Fiberman, Chili D, and Apricot Charlie. Poor Fiberman, I think he just got caught in a bit of a hard place there, and he probably should have just got on this straight and then got out of the way. That's the way. I've always been told, don't try and redress straight after the corner. Just clear the corner, wait for a sensible spot, pull over, and do your redressing there. So just for future. Daldry then, after a reset, has got a chasm to cover before he can reach the Gaz. Does he have the pace? The best he's done is a 34 so far in the high and dry, and Gaz is all set, flying. Here we've still got Oban, Top Taffy. Oh, Norfolk and Talent somehow jumped both of them whilst we were looking at the battle behind. And Norfolk and Talent now up and into fifth, chasing down Mikey, who I am rooting for a podium for. At the moment, I've already been down Ladbrokes and put a tenner on it. My word. Max on the sticks chasing down Matteo. Matteo absolutely on form, 32-0 that time around. Max on the sticks, 33-2, dropping ground. 32-6 from the Nift, but the Nifty also hitting the 31s before that. And in the chat, Nifty saying the NOS puts the lap times all over the place. Extra point for fastest lap. So if you're having a mare of a race, you can save some NOS and try and get the fastest lap. And Nifty said, like a game of chess. It's beautiful, sir. It is beautiful. So Nifty, we're on lap 9 of 13. Still leads from Matteo. Matteo's got a little more NOS in the chamber to go up against the Nifty, but there is a gap. There is a gap there. I think he needs a mistake also to happen, rather than that little squirt of NOS he's got in the can. Max on the sticks, though, Plenty of Noz to go on the attack there near the end of the race. He's saving, ladies and gentlemen. He's a little saver. If he was born like back when I was, and he went to the TSB, he would have been given a little pig to save his money in, because Halifax, sorry, they were the ones that gave you the pigs. So TSB just ripped you off, I remember now. Yeah, he would have been a little ex-saver. So Max on the sticks, saving up his Noz for a final attack. Mikey still holding on to that fourth quarter of Noz left against the Norfolk and Talent, who has quite a bit in the can, ladies and gentlemen, and he doesn't need it, because look at him. His corner exit has to be one of the best in the business. Coming out of a corner, Norfolk and Talent can carry some humongous speed, ladies and gentlemen, and he will always chase you down on a straight. You have to watch out for the Norfolk and Talent. Fourth now for Norfolk, as Mikey in fifth, Top Taffy in sixth, going side by side with the Oban. Oban slips it through, and Oban then in the V-dub trying to make way. A little Noz used out of the corner as well to try and clear the Taffy. Kevslar in eighth in the Renault, with Willie Wynn chasing down also in the Renault, and Fordy in 10th, but Fordy is under pressure, ladies and gentlemen. It's not all safe and home dry for the Fordy, because Gaz is nipping at his chestnuts. Yes, it's that time of year when Mr. Frost is nipping at your toes or whatever. Well, that's what Gaz is doing. He's having a nibble. He's having a nibble at Fordy's bumper, ladies and gents, trying to find a chink in the armour so he can make his way through, and Willie Wins dropped into the battle. Fordy's gone for a move up ahead of Renault, and Gaz is trying to come through, but Willie Wins trying to come back at the 40 there, and now Gaz is through. Sorry, that was hectic. So Fordy making his way up to ninth now. Gaz in 10th. Willie Wins slipping down the ladder, ladies and gents. Chili D in 12th, ahead of Daldry. The Dry, so much better, and Fiberman in 14th. In the actual rocket. It is a rocket. We saw it for ourselves. G-Man for Real Fun in 15th, with Apricot Charlie all having their own individual mares down in 16th. But Nifty is the man as we go into lap 11. He has a huge gap behind him to the Matteo. Matteo goes fastest of everyone has ever gone in this race before, and Nifty then could be feeling a bit of pressure as he's in the 33s, but he's saved some Noz in the can, whereas Matteo is having to expend it to close in. Max on the sticks, he's used at least half of what we saw he had, and he's also trying to close this one up in the final laps. Can it be done though? Can it be done, as Nifty finding himself in a healthy leading position? Okay. Throb saying he would have got some interest back in the day as well. Yeah. Nifty saying we're still waiting on the inquiry into the size of Norfolk's NOS bottle. Yeah, I don't blame you. And Throb saying the interest rate these days is shocking. It's not worth saving anymore. Spend it. Buy gold, apparently. Nifty then, buy gold and bury it in the back of your garden. You could be a pirate. Arr. Let's go back to pirates days. We get our treasures. So Nifty. Or, hey, Throb, if it's still working, just go for a few kids. You get there are cash piles now. I've been seeing all the TikToks. It is a money-making scheme. You get those kids, get 5 or 6 of those bad boys. You get given like a house with loads of bedrooms and money per head. And if you don't like them that much, just feed them gruel, and all that money is yours. So Nifty out in the lead with Matteo in second place. Max on the sticks there in third. with Norfolk and Talent in 4th. We got Mikey in 5th place with the Oban in 6th. Top Taffy in 7th with Kevlar in 8th. The closest racing, we got Oban chasing down Mikey. Mikey's doing okay at the moment though. He seems solid as we're coming into the closing stages of this race, and that is a really good position for Mikey. He sometimes you get stuck a little further back than this, and I am here for it, I tell thee. Norfolk and Talent, he's coming to he's still got a fair whack of Nos left there, and this we can see Nifty is absolutely purging the bottle on this final lap. All that he has saved, he is now excuding. And Nifty then pushing for all pushers worth. There is a point for that fastest lap, he has said. So always worth saving a bit for the end. You never do not know. So Nifty then leads the way. Matteo chasing him down. Almost out of Nos now, but he is the fastest man on the track. Max on the sticks, out of Nos also, as he hunts down better things than the final podium position. Norfolk and Talent in 4th, Mikey is in 5th, Oban is in 6th with Top Taffy 7th, Kevlar in 8th, 40 in 9th, Gaz is in 10th, Willie Win in 11th, Chili D in 12th, being chased by the Dry in 13th, but the Dry making a mistake, 5-man in 14th, G-Man in 15th, Apricot Charlie in 16th, and I thought I was going to do it, I thought I was going to be quick enough. Sorry guys, that's on me. I got so close, man, and I even nearly got distracted by the Dries off, but I just kept it cool. So Nifty then takes the win. Awesome drive from Nifty from early on in that race. Matteo in 2nd, great drive through the pack, and Max on the sticks comes in 3rd place. We got Norfolk and Talent, a great drive through the pack there to get himself up and into 4th place and still relevant in this championship. Mikey, come on my son, keep hold of that spot, and Mikey slaps it in 5th with Oban in 6th. Top Taffy comes home in 7th, great result for the Taffmeister. Kevlar in 8th ahead of the 40 in 9th, and the Gaz brings it home 10th spot ahead of Willie Win in 11th. He'll be kicking himself. Lost a couple of positions there. Chili D is in 12th place ahead of the Dry, who had some issues with the high and dry. I think he's going to have a chat with his car. It's not behaving how it ought to. With Dry in 13th, Fiberman brings it home in 14th in the Rocket. G-Man, for real fun in the Burtma Were, brings home the Bacon for 15th spot, ahead of our poor boy Apricot Charlie, who we saw having a serious meeting with the Barry R earlier on. And so that's Apricot Charlie bringing that sexy BMW to the checkered flag for us all to slaverate over. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful race in there. We've got another 2 of those people. Oh no, I've triggered Vodka Rob, it seems, about interest rates. Vodka Rob saying either that or put up a few boat people in this. Vodka Rob also saying maybe don't read that out. Could you give me that warning beforehand? And Vodka Rob saying great dive, Nifty, congrats. And Nifty saying thanks, Rob. Pure luck getting some empty track. Yeah, cheers for that. I just read what you write. I am like the anchor man. You could read it. I just write. I read it out. The opinions in my chat are not the opinions that well, you know. I like to joke about the immigration problem. I don't really care about the immigration problem. It doesn't affect me. In all fairness, I think if we had a working system, we wouldn't care about the immigrants. I think if everything worked, which is down to the government, not to get political, but if the NHS worked, and then we wouldn't blame it all on the immigration, would we? And I think 14 years of the Tories stripping it back, and new sexy Labour before that, and are doing their damage. I don't think it's the immigrants ruining our NHS, people. I think it's the government ruining our NHS and our services. So yeah, I'm not blaming immigrants or people in dinghies for the state of England. I'm blaming the people that run England for the state of England. But I'd like to joke about it. It is fun. It is fun to join in with the jokes about it all. But yeah, at the end of the day, the butt stops with us and the people we've let run the country. At the end of the day, that is our main problem. And it's not like they've not had enough money, because man alive, we pay a lot of tax to them guys for them to not do the job very well. Vodka Rob saying they're all as bad as each other, and Vodka Rob saying government, I mean. Yeah, no, it's as simple as that, I'm afraid. So, it's the same results as race 2, ladies and gentlemen, is the starting grid. I hope I haven't turned you off with my political views. It's not really political views, is it? It's just like, I'm calling it what it is. They're crap, and they've done a bad job. All of them. It's not an easy job, though. I wouldn't be able to do it. Matteo saying did well in that one. Nifty for someone who wasn't really feeling it that night. Oh, did he give it the sorry guys, I'm not really in the mood tonight. I'm not really fancying it. Bang, slap. Oh, I don't know how that happened. It must have just been a little bit of luck. He hustled you, boys. He hustled you. Come to terms with it. Nifty then starts at the top with Matteo alongside in the high and the dry. Max on the sticks in in third. Now Norfolk and Talent has worked his way up to fourth. Can he do it 3 more times in this race? Mikey is in fifth with the Oban in sixth. We got Top Taffy in seventh with Kevlar starting in eighth. Then we've got 40 in 9th with the Gaz in 10th. Willie Wynn starts in 11th. Chili D starts in 12th. The Dry, or Daldry, starts in 13th. And he's going to have to change his name, isn't he? Because it's just The Dry is too cool. Fiberman in 14th. G-Man is 15th with Apricot Charlie trying to make amends after that barrier meeting in 16th. Let's waste no more time then. Well, just a little bit more time reading out the comments. Greavesy saying same old, and Throb saying they got niftied. Yes, he played you. He played you, boys, like a violin. Played you like a banjo. Nifty then on the pole, ready to do it all again. And away he goes, but the high and dry absolutely launches away from the standing start, and so does the Were. And that leaves Nifty sucking exhaust fumes. And look at the malaise happening behind. So many cars in so many positions. I cannot read it all out. Let it settle down. Let it settle. Let it simmer. Mikey still in fifth with Oban in sixth. Willie Wynn has had a huge jump there up to seventh with Top Taffy slipping a little bit behind 40. 40 also making some moves in the pack with Top Taffy then is out at sea. He's trying to get past. He's trying to get back past the 40. But High and Dry and Chili D is looking, and it's who is that? Who's Kevlar, isn't it? It's Kevlar up the inside of the Dry, and now High and Dry is down into 11th with the Gaz staring down at the rear derriere of his vehicle. Chili D in 13th with G-Man in 14th. We got Fiberman in 15th, and Apricot Charlie staying out of Dodge. It is Matteo that leads against the Nifty managing to find the Were on track and overtake it whilst we were looking at the shake-up happening in the mid-pack. And Matteo leads with Nifty chasing Max on the sticks in third, Norfolk and Talent in fourth. Then it's Oban, ladies and gentlemen, 40 nearly in his fifth. OMG. Willie Wynn up to seventh, but Mikey is fighting tooth and nail for it after a fine fifth finish place in the first race, but he tucks in for a toe off of the Renault, and Top Taffy just behind them being chased down by the Dry. And Mikey getting on those brakes there, and still a little wide, as Willie Wynn is definitely looking into 40's situation right now. He fancies a piece of that action ahead, a little bit of the retail ahead of 40. He thinks he'll look good on that bonnet, I'm sure. Oban in the V-dub. Moving up and into 5th place now as Norfolk and Talent chases down Max on the sticks, who chases down Nifty, whom chases down the Matt EO. And they are too close to call. Another 13 laps of the Nürburgring short. And as I say, as I predicted, it always spins up a good bit of race in this track. There's always something to do. You can't hang about. 40 in 6th ahead of Willie Win, with Mikey slipping down to 8th now as the dry moves on as well. In 9th, Top Taffy in 10th. Kevlar closing in on the Taff Meister, and he's got Gaz for company. Gaz having a look up the inside of the chicane. My word, my goodness, he pulled that one off a retreat there. So the Gaz getting the moves done in the chicane. I wouldn't advise it, people, if I was you out there. It is, you know how it says, it gives you warnings before you watch something like Jackass, saying the people doing these are like trained stuntmen, and you're thinking, no, they're not. It's a bunch of rednecks. I'm watching it from my own eyes. Steve-O is not a trained anything. He is a lunatic. But yeah, these guys are trained professionals, okay? So no one try those overtakes in chicanes in the dailies, because you will be destroyed. They will drive into you on purpose for that. Matteo then leads the way now with Nifty up his chuff, and Max on the sticks is watching it. It's a little bit perverse, but it's what they want. Norfolk and Talent in 4th. He's hanging back. I don't think he wants to be associated with this sort of thing. And Oban there in 5th, just happy to be here. He's in 5th. He's like, yeah, with this field, 5th is fine. And I'm keeping 40 out of his position. So all is good in the Oban world. 46th, bubbling over. 6th is just not enough for the 40 any day of the week. And Vodka Rob, Nifty saying rear wheel drive, baby, off the line. I know they're good. And Greaves is saying 40 trying to catch his bumper buddy Oban, his bumper buddy. So 40 then hunting down a bit of Oban. Willie Win keeping track of things ahead, and he's got Mikey as well in the Mazda, high and dry ahead of Taffy, with the Gaz also in that mix, and Kevlar as well in his Renault. 13th for Chili D, as he's being chased by Fiberman, and Apricot Charlie still hasn't made a purchase in this race yet. He's waiting for the race to come to him, surely. Matteo leads, but Nifty's having a sniff and a whiff. But Matteo defending on the inside, driving smart. And it's helping Max on the sticks, though, with Nifty having to make alterations to his racing line to allow for Matteo's placement of car. Is putting Nifty into Max on the sticks' main objective now. And Norfolk and Talent still sitting back. He's not sure he wants to be identified in this crowd, I'm sure. But Matteo doing all he can to keep the cars at bay that should be kept at bay, including Nifty and Max on the sticks. Max on the sticks almost halfway through the NOS, with Nifty still with a bit more than half of NOS. And I think Matteo, he's got loads of NOS. He's like holding them up, isn't he? And Candu in the chat saying evening thingy. I think that's Candu. I might have got it wrong. No, because that's Edward. No, Chase. Carlsberg in the chat saying evening thingy. Who knows? It's Wayne anyway. Could be any number of people. I shouldn't have been smart. I should have just said Wayne, because Candu is definitely Edward Chase. So I don't know why I said that. It's because he pops in a lot and says hello. Matteo, though, at the moment, under great pressure from the Nifty. Max on the sticks, also in that fight. Norfolk and Talent hanging back in 4th place, waiting to see what happens later in the race, waiting for his moment to pounce. Oban in 5th, pulling away from 40 now. 40 could be in trouble from the Willie Win. Willie Win is slinging his Renault like he has intent, ladies and gentlemen. He'd be arrested for intent right now if they saw him. He had a little wide on though, so that's helped Mikey out no end to close his Mazda up and into a Willie Wynn's direction. The Gaz in 9th, chipping away. It's been a frustrating day for the Gaz. We've seen the Gaz aloft at the top many a time, and this one in Renault, he's kind of like, they've matched the cars. They've done a great job matching the cars. These guys are all quite similar paced, so travel through the pack is rather difficult. It's down to mistakes and oddities. Matteo leads at the moment in the high and the dry, with Nifty all up and about him. Nifty's getting the fastest lap, but that worries Matteo not. He's here for points, not prizes. And Max on the sticks there in 3rd, with the Norfolk and Talent in 4th. 32.5 from Norfolk and Talent. Now the lap times, obviously, like Nifty has said, you've got to be cautious about, because you don't know when they're using their NOS. 32.6 from the Max, Nifty a 32.3, which makes him the fastest man out there, and Matteo 32.3, doing just enough, isn't he? I mean, wow, it's pretty close, 100th of a tenth off of the fastest lap. So Matteo, no slouch, out there in the lead. Oban in 5th. 33.4 with 40 chasing him down, because really it is his 5th. He has laid claim to that 5th a long time ago, and Oban is hogging his spot, so he obviously doesn't know about 40's spot. Willie Wynn in 5th, but we got action behind with Mikey now under the pressure of the Gaz. The Gaz closing in on Mikey, and it's got to be said, Mikey has had an absolute banging a couple of races so far here for the GTCC. It slaps, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to say, it's one of my favourite championships at the moment. Beautiful stuff going on out there. Willie Wynn then. They've got that NOS, remember. If they're feeling a little pressured, they can just press the escape button and leave their foe behind. Gaz at the moment loving it, and introducing himself into this fight for... Oh, Mikey said he changed position. Willie Wynn. Oh, Mikey moving himself up. Willie Wynn must have snatched a break going into the corner, and that's given Mikey a new lease on life. Up to 7th now for the Mikey as he moves on and outwards. Willie Wynn under threat from the Gaz. The Gaz has been coming a long time now. He's been pulling that face, the O face. Oh no, what happened there? We've had 2 offs. It looks like Mikey forgot to brake, and I don't know what happened to Willie Wynn. Did he go off in sympathy? Did he just want to hang around with his buddy? Who knows? But that puts the dry up another position as Mikey gets going. And yeah, I know there'll be investigations, I'm sure, if Gaz was remotely involved. It didn't look like there was any involvement, but you never know. Top Taffy being overtaken by the Kevlar there. There is action up and down the field as Top Taffy in 9th, having a search. Max on the sticks has got himself past a Nifty at the top. We'll return to the top in just a second. Kevlar in 8th, Gaz in 7th. We've got 40 in 6th, chasing down Oban in 5th. Norfolk and Talent is in 4th, with Nifty now demoted to 3rd place as Max on the sticks takes his place 2nd. No, not 2nd. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. Side by side with 2nd, and that would be Nifty getting himself through, up and away, ladies and gentlemen, ahead of our boy Max on the sticks. But Max on the sticks giving it big beans and trying to come back at the Nifty Meister. Is it all about the NOS? Is it all about the talent? Nifty then, well, they've got, I was going to say they've got the same NOS, and then it jumped to Norfolk again, who is, he's got huge amounts of NOS. These two are way in trouble. They can fight each other all day long, but we've got the Norfolk coming in, and he's got twice as much NOS on board as they have. But Nifty and Max on the sticks then exuding a lot of energy on each other, and causing themselves to back up and into the Norfolk and Talent. who is sitting pretty with a half a can full of Noz, as Matteo then disperses, ladies and gentlemen. He has left the field of battle. He has dipped, bounced. Then Max on the sticks in second, with Nifty in third. Norfolk and Talent in fourth. It's on lap 9. We've started lap 9 of 13. Oban still holding on to fifth place against 40 in sixth. What's their Noz situation? Oban has squirted a little more than 40 has. Their lap times very similar. This is a tough battle for the 40 to catch up with Oban right now. Gaz up in 7th ahead of Kevlar. Top Taffy in 9th. We've got Chili D in 10th spot, being chased by Mikey. Mikey having such a good race. Had that strange off in the hairpin, and now Mikey is being bugged by the dry. And high and dry. The dry looks like he's got so much pace, but there is too many small mistakes happening there, putting him down the field. He is overdriving the high and dry there at the moment for Dowdry. Come on, Dowdry, get it together, man. You are better than this. So Dowdry then in 12th, with Willie Wynn hunting him down in 13th. We got Fiberman in 14th, and the Apricot Charlie is he's negotiating with the It looks like he's away from the steering wheel at the moment. Maybe bladder issues are to blame. Maybe someone needed a Jimmy Riddle. Yeah, no, I see plenty of adverts. I must be getting to that age. Those, I can't remember what they're called though, but the bloke steps out, he's just in his underwear and says, look, no wet patches. So they're like men nappies. Maybe. Oh, he's back. Sorry. Matteo then is leading. And Nifty said someone smoked him a kipper. Off ski he went. Yeah, baby. Look at him. He'll be back for breakfast. Don't you worry. And Matteo then absolutely dousing it. Nifty just ahead of Max on the sticks. And now Nifty's hoping that Norfolk and Talon is enough distraction to the Max that he can just move away. But Norfolk and Talon is no distraction to Max. He just drove past him. Just didn't mess about. He wasn't playing. Norfolk was not playing. When he got to that corner, he said, yeah, okay. And Max on the sticks just kind of let him. It was, although Max on the sticks has something else in store for Norfolk and Talent at the moment. His Burtmer work just exudes confidence. It's just oozing out of that BMW as they come up to the chicane, and Nifty knows he's in trouble when he sees the Norfolk and Talent is behind in tow. Matteo has dispersed. Nifty in chase with the, well, he's being chased by Norfolk and Talent, and with Max on the sticks. Close contact sport here, ladies and gentlemen, for the podium in the GTCC. And Max Norfolk has pulled out of the tow. He's going for gold. Into the corner we go. Lap 11 of 13, and Norfolk and Talent has already showed what he's got in his hand, and it is looking rather good. There's a couple of aces and kings in there, with Nifty low on the nose, and hasn't got much to fight back with the Norfolk, and it's becoming quite jumbled up in there. No room for one man, and three men enter. Max on the sticks there, fourth place, fighting with the Nifty, who's just recently lost second to the Norfolk and Talent. And he is moving on rapidly. Matteo is out of the way. Oban is still keeping 40's place from him, but 40 now has decided to close the gap and go on the attack. Max on the sticks ahead behind Nifty, who is behind Norfolk and Talent. This is an absolute blinding little battle here for the final podium place. Gaz is in 7th, chasing down that 40 and Oban battle, so he'll be opening them to snag each other up a little bit in the racing, and it looks like Max got that a bit wrong there. Max on the sticks, making the chicane difficult for himself, and Norfolk and Nifty now can move away and not worry too much about the Burtmer that shades their mirrors. Matteo doesn't have to worry about anyone. He thinks there's been another GT7 glitch, and all the tracks have all the cars have disappeared off the track. Oban then, well, how's he faring against 40's insults? And 40 then throwing one down the inside. Not yet, he says, not yet. We've got another lap or two. Oh no, it looks like Oban went in deep there in the first corner, and 40 now is definitely an issue on Oban's mind. Set. My word. Gaz, hoping something happens betwixt the two of them, because he's a little too far back to get it done under racing scenarios. But at the moment, Oban trying to make the V-dub as wide as possible to keep the Renault at bay, but 40 says, you know the rules, fifth is mine. And 40 going up the inside, but Oban deny until you die, my friend. If they haven't got hard evidence, then they never know. Fifth is yours. 40, you're gonna have to let it go, my friend. You're gonna have to let that fifth place go, because Oban is on course for it. Max on the sticks is fighting to get back on board with the Nifty and Norfolk and Talent battle, as Matteo dips and goes on the 13th lap as these three tumble around the final corner, and Norfolk and Talent just ahead. And this lap he will be deploying his nitro, as Nifty already deploying most of it, breaks into the first corner and tries to get the inside line from Norfolk and Talent. He gets a good drive out. Norfolk and Talent, though, will have the inside, and Nifty knows his fate. He might just have to defend from the Max behind him. 40 has got it. He sent it, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't send it too cleanly, though, because he's just given it back to Oban. So whatever the move was, and again Oban's a little bit off Kimber there, and 40 having to lift. These two getting in each other's way, which is perfect for the Gaz, but he's not close enough on this final lap. Someone's hit the wall. It's the Max, is it? My good golly and gosh. So Max on the sticks, who was fighting in the podium battle, looking like he's nearly getting a move done on the Nifty, and he just... Did he forget to brake? He wasn't an off. I mean, it was a wide on. But it's, yeah, it looks like he just braked a little late there. Got carried away with the racing and got himself a little bit excited. I don't know if I've got time. We'll see. Matteo's in the lead. Norfolk and Talent in second. Nifty in third. Max on the sticks in fourth. Oban in fifth. 40 in sixth. We got Gaz in seventh. Kev can't. No, we run out. They got that far and no further. So Matteo then comes around the final corner to take the win. Nifty and Matteo then today's winners so far. Who can take the third race? Is it going to be Norfolk and Talent, who has been moving on up, but is it enough? Because Nifty's on his inside as they chase themselves down to the line, and Norfolk and Talent still holding on to that second place as Nifty does all he can, but it's Norfolk and Talent in second, Nifty in third, Max on the sticks brings it home in fourth. 40 does get his fifth in the end, ahead of Oban. Although, is he letting Oban back through? No, it's 40 just... Oh, yeah, that was tight. Oban in fifth, 40 in sixth, Gaz in seventh, Kevlar in eighth. We got Chili D, that's a lot better than the first race, in ninth place. He's got to be happy with that. The Dry in 10th, ahead of Top Taffy in 11th. Mikey, unfortunately, down in 12th. He held his own, ladies and gentlemen. He did what he needed to do, and a small mistake put him down into 12th, with Willie Wynn as well. Both of those two having an off at the same corner in 13th. Fiberman in the Rocket brings it home 14th, and Apricot Charlie, he just never got going. I think he went off for I think bladder problems. I'll try and look up what that advert was for Just for Men thing, where you can you don't have to keep running to the toilet. And Nifty saying it's great format that Ace came up with this season. Great fun. It is, man. I am loving it. It is fantastic stuff. I'm sorry I'm so behind on it. Apricot Charlie crossing the line for 15th. We lost someone because we started 16, didn't we? G-Man for real fun. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the second race. We got one more of those, so brace yourselves. And Matteo takes all the spoils in the second race ahead of Norfolk and Talent. You would feel Norfolk and Talent's got an opportunity in that third race, but it is a reverse grid, and it looks like it is difficult, as they will tell you, to move through the pack. So Nifty in third, Max on the sticks finishes in fourth. We've got Oban in fifth with 40 in sixth. Gaz is in seventh, with Kevlar in eighth, Chili D in ninth, the Dry in 10th. Top Taffy is starting in, he's 11th, but he'll be starting quite high up. Mikey also again starting quite high up. Willie Win, he's fast as well, and he'll be starting quite high. Fiberman in 14th, and Apricot Charlie will be starting from the very front, I believe. But don't trust my word. Let's go and have a look for reals. For the reals deals, my friends. Trying to open a can of energy as well as do this is tricky. Down to collection. Boom, boom, boom. And that is the final race of this event, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourselves excited. This has been an absolute banger so far. I'm here. Don't look at the spoilers, obviously. Right then, let me pause it because I am an old coot and I am not fast enough to do all of this stuff before they start. Oh, G-Man's back. My word. It must have just been a blip. So G-Man starts from the front ahead of Apricot Charlie. The two Burtma was fast starting as well, remember, with the rear-wheel drive. They will be away in no time. More chat. Let me just catch up with that. Greavesy saying tenor. Tenor, yeah, they're tenors. Yeah, I'll get him some tenors. That's the one. Well done, Greavesy. And Nifty saying Pacemaker Boy recommends a hose clip rather than a man nappy. There you go. Or a hose clip. Or about one, yeah, like all those crocodile clips. Got those plastic ones that you can put on bags when you freeze a bag, sort of like you fold it up and then it's a. You could try and put that on the end of it. Anyway, so G-Man starts on the top front with Apricot Charlie in the Burtma. Fiberman in third spot in the Rocket. Willie Win. Now, Willie Win, he's a contender there, I'm telling you. Tricky little eel, Willie Win is. And he might slither through. The Beamers are going to start strong and fast. But don't count Willie Win out in this one. Mikey, we've seen he has form here from the first race. So Mikey starting this high could also shake the boat, some may say. And Top Taffy in sixth. Top Taffy hasn't really shown today. We know he's better than this. I'm joking, Top Taffy. You're doing fine. Excuse me. Daldry is starting in seventh. Looks fast to me. From what I've seen, looks rather fast, but with great speed. He is undisciplined. He's an undisciplined fast. He needs to discipline himself to brake earlier and make corners. He needs to learn the ways of discipline. So yeah, Daldry looks fast, but has a little bit of a thing for throwing it at the scenery. Chili D in eighth. We haven't seen him shine yet today, and I'm sure it's just about to come. Kevlar in ninth with the Gaz in 10th. Poor Gaz. All he's done all day is try and get through the traffic, and he gets put back there again. Finally gets somewhere, and now he's put back there again. He's like, oh my God, just overtaken half of these. For heaven's sake, I've got to do it again. 40 in 11th. He only just got his fingertips to 5th, and now he's back there. Oban in 12th, with Max on the stick starting in 13th, Nifty starting in 14th, Norfolk and Talent starting in 15th, and the Matt EO start 16th. So, without further ado, it's the last race. It's 18 laps. This one, what have we been doing? 13? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, this one a little longer. than the two previous races. This could be rather fruity. G-Man sitting at the front ahead of the Charlie. And the lights are out. The BMWs are fine as the high and dry of dry comes through as well in the high and dry. And he jumps up and into third spot just about, and oh my lord, we saw a flash of a car coming in there. It was red. That's all I can tell you about it. It must be right at the back. Where is it? It was Fiberman. Well, he wasn't Fiberman, was it? I thought he was higher than that. Well, he came in with a charge and a half. Apricot Charlie, though, at the moment leads from the dry, and G-Man in third. We got Willie Wynn in fourth spot with Mikey alongside the Gaz. Look, way, the Gaz has somehow made it up and through the wilderness. Oh, and Mikey going a bit wide there in that last corner, and now and Apricot Charlie's had a moment. He's been replaced back to track. Mikey is there in 15th. Fiberman, so a few mistakes, and it's put Dry up there in the driving seat, ladies and gentlemen, ahead of Gaz. And there I was saying, where was he? Back in 11th, and I said he's had to drive past all these people already, and there he goes. Look at him in second, looking absolutely fantastic. Awesome work there from the Gazmeister. 40 up to third there with Top Taffy. It's like a lottery, this third race. Top Taffy in fourth with Willie Wynn in fifth. Willie Wynn goes for a move on the inside of the Top Taffy. As Top Taffy makes a mistake, then there's three wide. As Oban comes through as well. Unbelievable racing here. And Oban then claims that fourth place. Top Taffy. Kevlar's there. Max on the sticks. And Willie Wynn coming through as well. Nifty sneaking in there as well. They are all arriving at the same time. And it is a beautiful thing seeing these cars all within millimetres of each other, making it through the corners. Looks like Nifty had a bit of wheel spin in the mid-corner there and losing ground to the Burtmer. And unbelievable group of cars there. It's fantastic to see. Willie Wynn slipping down into 10th now with Matteo in 11th, Chili D in 12th, G-Man is in 13th, Mikey in 14th, Fiberman in 15th, Apricot Charlie is in 16th, and it's the Dry Daldry up there in the lead at the moment in the high, and the Dry Gaz chasing him down with the 40 in third. They cannot believe their luck after the first lap lottery. I do not know. I could not tell you what happened. All I remember is seeing a flash of red, and everything was a blur after that. Nifty said last race is always a bit longer. Ace gives us a bit more nos, but it doesn't feel like it at the time. And so 40 under threat. 40 there with Gaz making a small slight error in the Renault and giving 40 an opening as the Dry trying to pull a Nifty out. He's trying to pull a bit of ground out early doors in this race. 40 in second, the Gaz in third. Oban up to fourth now ahead of Top Taffy, and things are feeling like they're settling down a bit. Sixth for Kevlar with Nifty in seventh, and he's got a twosome behind him with Norfolk and Max on the sticks fighting over the same piece of ground, and it's Norfolk and Talent going ahead of the Max on the sticks. He's got to watch out though, because Chili D is on the way, and Matteo pulling a move up the inside of Chili D and chasing down Max on the sticks here with Chili D there 11th. Willie Wynn slipping down to 12th. It's not gone well for Willie Wynn. Mikey, who we saw having an off, is closed up already on Willie Wynn in 13th, and G-Man in 14th, Fiberman in 15th. Something to race for there. You can see the Burtmer work just ahead. One car at a time, Fiberman, one car at a time. And the first car is the BMW. You can see just ahead of you there. Apricot Charlie, we saw him getting replaced back to track. That is a killer, not a thriller. Kaz, if you ever come across this, which there's no likeliness, but if you do, that replacement, an Apricot Charlie, not liking the curbs and the BMW combo here. Daldry at the moment slapping, and 40 in second, with the Gaz in third, Top Taffy in fourth, keeping track of what our top three are doing and wanting to get involved. I'm sure Oban is the next man down the line, but there looks like there's a queue of cars to come by, and one of them is Nifty. He's absolutely sent it down the start straight into the braking zone, and Nifty there jumping, I think, 2 cars. He got ahead of Kevlar and the Oban, and goes for move of the race, doesn't he? Absolutely delicious there from the Nifty, as Oban now sucking on Mazda exhaust fumes. No, he's not. He's coming around the outside, but Nifty keeping it calm, keeping it to the inside. I heard some squealing brake sounds up at the front here, but everything seems to be okay. Daldry is leading with 40 in second. We got the Gaz in third, and Top Taffy sitting in fourth ahead of the Niftmeister. Oban is sixth, with Norfolk and Talent trying to find a way past his fellow V-Dub driver, and Matteo in eighth in the high and the dry. Fastest man on track so far. Kevlar ninth in the Renault, and Max on the sticks in the Burtmer were just behind him. Chili D in the Mazda is in 11th place, and he can see a lot of commotion, a lot of trouble up ahead, and he's even wondering if he wants to get involved in that nightmare he is seeing unfolding ahead of him. Daldry leads with 40 in chase. How are those lap times going, I hear you ask? Well, Daldry does a 34.8. 40 does a 33.6, and the Gaz does a 33.5. So Daldry at the moment keeping it steady, keeping it calm. He wants the win. He doesn't want to do anything too rash, too silly in these early stages. Lap 5 of 18 as 40 keeping the Gaz at bay is his number one job at the moment. Nifty in fourth. Nifty again finding himself up there at the sharp end. So Nifty absolutely driving the wheel nuts off of his Mazda. Oban in fifth again. No, 40's up there in second. He can have the fifth. 40 says, yeah, he can have it this time. Don't care about it. Top Taffy in sixth, and then we've got a bit of a duel going on. They've got their banjos out, and it's Matteo versus Norfolk and Talent. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. So yeah, Matteo, the dueling banjos of Norfolk and Talent, but now Norfolk and Talent's got his hands full with the Kevlar, as Matteo has dispersed of him and has already moved on to the Taffmeister. Top Taffy under threat, and Matteo heeding my call of not to make overtaking manoeuvres in the chicane. Only trained professionals, like Jackass used to be, remember? They were trained professionals. We weren't believing that, never. So Matteo then trying to go for big moves on the Taffmeister, and he's done it, and Norfolk and Talent following him through, and Top Taffy must have made a slight error in the final corner, and he has lost 2 spots from it. But wow, to be overtaken by Ace Matteo and Norfolk and Talent is an honour in itself. I'm sure Top Taffy feels like he is anointed right now, showered in goldness. He had a golden shower off the Matteo and the Norfolk and Talent. He loved every second of it. Kevlar in 9th, with Chili D in 10th, taking an unusual line. I think he was following Kevlar. Both of them went a little wide there, and Chili D then looking to go on the attack. He's had a quiet round. He wants to get in on some action before it's over. Max on the sticks in 11th, having a so-so race so far, but we are not even halfway there, and we're not living on a prayer. So Mikey is in 12th, with Willie Wynn in 13th, and I was tipping Willie Wynn. I'd nip down to Ladbrokes and put 50 on it. That is a shame. That's money I'm never going to see again. Willie, my word. Then Fiberman in 14th place, with G-Man for 15th, Apricot Charlie in 16th. I don't know what I'm saying. If I ever say anything that you think, oh my God, I don't know I said it. I go into a weird zone where I just say things, and then I have to look over at the chat just to make sure someone's not saying I've said something bad. Although I wasn't as bad as Throb earlier in the chat, was I? So Daldry then has been caught by the 40. 40 meaning business here. And could we see a 40 win? Is that possible? Is it eligible? 40 going up there, and my word, did he slice that one lovely up the inside. Fantastic driving from the 40 there, and Daldry now, the Noz is very similar between the pair of them, but Nifty is the fastest man on 4 wheels in this race. And Nifty up to 3rd already, with already a win under his belt in this event. Nifty looking to claim more. Daldry or the dry is his opponent at the moment, with 40 absolutely laying down the law in the V-dub, but Daldry's coming in. Oh man alive, his heart beated a couple of extra beats there under that break-in. I tell you, he seemed to be closing in on the V-dub, and now he's getting a great drive out of the chicane, but 40 stays calm. He stays calm as a cucumber. And Daldry again going for the attack on the 40. He's got to go on the attack or he's going to be attacked by Nifty. He has no choice. And 40 then just keeping his car placement absolutely delicious and trying not to let the high and dry distract him with its great drive out of the corners, which I take it is the rear wheel drive working like it should. 40 then at the moment, wowzers, how does that not just make you as nervous as a ninny? And Daldry then trying to fight on two fronts at the moment, with Nifty all tucked up and in his rear derriere as he tries to go for the moves on the 40, and now Daldry's under attack. Nifty has decided to enter the chat, and 40 better get a move on, because he may be able to keep the Daldry at bay, but Nifty is another crease, another level. Gaz in the action, going around the outside of the Nifty and up to 2nd. Gaz, was that all Noz? I have no idea, but my word, Gaz absolutely went around the outside in that corner. Ooh, small contact from Daldry there, but it's okay. Gaz says he can do that. He's Scottish. He can take that all day long. 40 is up there in the lead, with Gaz in 2nd. We've got Daldry in 3rd and Nifty in 4th. We've got Matteo slowly making his way up through the crowd and in 5th, with Norfolk and Talon in 6th. The big boys are lining up now. Top Taffy is in 7th, being chased by the Oban, and he has Kevlar for company right up his rear derriere, and Oban going for a late move and a lunge and a late break, and losing a couple of positions there, especially to Kevlar. I mean, he was behind Top Taffy already, but yeah, he loses and Chili D chips away at the Oban, and Oban now realizing why we don't relate break into corners. Max on the sticks, not getting anywhere in this race, but he is the fastest man out there. Mikey, well, I say he's not getting anywhere, he's just about to get past the Oban, it seems. Not quite. Oban still surviving. 10th. Max on the sticks in 11th. Mikey is in 12th place. And Willie Wynn in 13th. Fireman in 14th. G-Man is in 15th, with Apricot Charlie not at the right track. It's not his track. This one wasn't for Apricot Charlie, was it? This wasn't his first choice of track. 40 though, so far. Unbelievable from the 40. Gaz though, what a move. Slipping it to the man. And Daldry then goes through and ahead of the Gaz. They are swapping quicker than an adult's cruise with lots of upside down pineapples everywhere. Gaz then losing position to the dry, and Nifty is in trouble from his old foes Matteo and Norfolk and Talent, as Matteo slides on through, gets on past, and nothing new for Nifty there. He knows the feeling well by now, and Norfolk and Talent trying to get a familiar feeling as well, and old Nifty will not stand for it, I tell thee. Oh, a little punt from behind, a little love punt, a little hello from Norfolk and Talent on the nifty there. And Matteo trying to get away from that action as he chases down the Gaz, who chases down Daldry, who are all chasing one man, and that is the man they call 40. 8 laps to go. 40 is in certainly a hot seat. And he's got a lot of big, fast guys chasing him down. Daldry has done an immense job. After my whole thing at the beginning saying he's fast, but he throws it at the scenery, he's doing a beautiful job staying there in second place and holding on to the grey stuff. Gaz under threat from Matteo. Matteo just drives by them like they're not there. It is special. Not special, just special. And Gaz then feeling that one. He felt that one in his core as Nifty and Norfolk and Talent try and find a way through also of the Gaz. Kevlar is in this action. He's close by. If something goes awfully wrong up ahead, Kevlar is going to sweep up, I tell you. He is going to have a cleaning day. Chili D 8th, brilliant stuff. Top Taffy in 9th. And then we've got the Oban trying to keep Max on the sticks behind. And Max on the sticks, we know, is no slouch as he nearly loses the Beamer. He's looking for any kind of way past. Top Taffy makes a small mistake, goes a little bit wide. And that gives Max on the sticks an opportunity to get himself up and inside of the Top Taffy. And no, Top Taffy comes back. Is he going to stay on the track? Yes, he stays on the track, but Max on the sticks has the momentum. He has the motion. And Oban then in 8th with Kevlar in 7th. And then we've got a whole host of battleage up here. Gaz has lost position. 40's dropped. OMG. And that's a mistake if ever I've seen one, because 40 has dropped heavily. Oh, he wanted his 5th place, didn't he? He was thinking, whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I leading this race? Excuse me, guys. Come on, come by. I need to be back in 5th. So Matteo looking for a second win and to edge himself ever further. Oh no, he hasn't had a win. He is trying to make a 3rd different winner, because we've had Matteo and we've had Nifty, have we not? Norfolk and Talent was the one we thought may turn this around for a 3 different winners, but no, Matteo is looking to take control of the championship table. Daldry doing a superb job, still in 2nd, but the Nifty wants to relieve him of that position, of that burden. Let me relieve you of that 2nd place burden, he says. Norfolk and Talent and 40 going side by side into a very tight corner, and Norfolk and Talent coming out ahead. But 40, oh, there's been someone at the side of the track. I'm not sure who. Is it someone who's a lap down or something? No. It's a yellow car. I'm not sure who it was. Everything's the same up here. Matteo, then Daldry, then Nifty, 40, Norfolk and Talent, Kevlar, Gaz, Oban, Max on the sticks, Top Taffy, Chili D has slipped down a position maybe. Mikey in 12th. Will he win? No, everyone's where they should be. I don't know. I don't know what I saw. So Matteo leads ahead of Daldry, and Nifty is on his heels. 40 slipping down to 4th, and he'll be absolutely furious with himself in the V-dub right now, as Norfolk and Talent trying to give him his 5th place back. Says, yeah, you like 5th so much, have this one. 40 saying, no, I was quite enjoying that first, actually. Leaves a bitter taste in your mouth when you're not in it anymore. And Nifty saying, you just keep saying what you see. And that's why we love you. Like a game of catchphrase. Say what you see. Just say what you see. Say what you see. Yeah, but it's what I think is the worrying part. Saying what I see is all right. It's when I think something and say it. Daldry then in 2nd place with Nifty in 3rd. Nifty hot on the heels. 40 keeping Norfolk and Talent, Kevlar and the Gaz all at bay. Wow, his back must be killing him. That's a lot of pressure. He's been taking on that rear dairy air of the V-dub. And again, it looked like Norfolk and Talent was ready to relieve him. Nifty. Oh, Dowdry. That looked like in a straight line, my friend. The high and dry, biting on lap 13. What a turnaround. Oh, what a shame, man. He was having a good one. So it's not the skill level of Dowdry, is it? It's that car. The car is a killer. And Dowdry then doing his best in what he's got. Matteo in the high and dry, now under threat from the Nifty. I haven't looked at the NOS once, I don't think, in this race. It's been so tight. Matteo has got plenty in the can over Nifty there. 40 has got a bit more than a Nifty, and he's been promoted to third place now. He'll be well pleased. It's not as good as the lead, which he had, but it's something. Norfolk and Talent in 4th, Kevlar in 5th, Dowdry in 6th, and he'll be steaming, absolutely steaming, as the Gaz, who we saw pull off that move earlier, beautiful stuff, into the corner, going past 2 people, up to 2nd. Ooh, hello, little rear bounce on the end there, bit porpoising. Check his under tray, check his skid blocks, people. Max on the sticks in 8th. He's starting to come through. He's been stuck down the latter half of this pack, and now he's slowly but surely starting to string it together to come through the pack. But Oban, he's got Oban for racing, and Oban is no slouch. Top Taffy under fire from Chili D, and Chili D driving with a purpose, ladies and gentlemen. A yellow flag up ahead, which is always good for these guys. Oh, it might be Apricot Charlie just giving a room. I think I saw it was a BMW. So I think that was Apricot Charlie just staying. Oh, no. It might be Dowdry. No, did he fall that? He was higher than that one. He was behind the Gaz, I'm sure. Yeah, because Max on the sticks and Oban have moved up places. So Dowdry's problems getting worse and worse as he moves along. Poor Dowdry. The dry is under fire at the moment. And Nifty saying Gaz is always front end heavy. It's all the shortbread. Yum yum yum. Hey, I like shortbread. All but a shortbread. I want some now, and we haven't got any. You had to go and mention the shortbread. Top Taffy in 10th with Chili D. Chili D making a race of this one. He fancies it. He's got his sleeves rolled right up in the Duckham's touring car. Giving Top Taffy. Oh, Top Taffy's gone a little wide there. And does that give Chili D an opportunity to get... Oh, Norfolk and Talent's up to 3rd. He's relieved 40 finally. We'll get up there and have a look. We're on lap 15 of 18. This race is drawing to a close. And the race in between Chili D and Top Taffy is immense. And they are behind the ticking time bomb. That is Dowdry. His car could try and kill him at any second. Tick, 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 tick. It's ready for the next incident. Tick, 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 boom. And that is Chili D then going past the Top Taffy. Looks like Top Taffy was paying a penalty there, I think, going through the penalty zone. Mikey in 12th. Hey, man, he got that 5th in that first race, and we can just keep on about that until the cows come home. We don't have to mention the other 2 races. Throb in the chat saying it's great with chocolate chips in. Oh, I don't know. I quite like it pure, my friend. I do like the circle ones, the round ones, but you know, the long stick ones that all stick together, you have to break them off. Yeah, man, they're just right. They're just right. Just right for dipping, you know what I'm saying? They stay together nicely because it's nice. It's like it's like a stick rather than a flat biscuit. It's more solid. It can take a dip in, is all I can say. Mikey then in 12th. We've got Willie Wynn in 13th. Fireman in 14th. A G-Man for Real Fun in 15th. And Apricot Charlie in 16th. Matteo leads, but it's not all going his way, because he's got Nifty for company. These two seem to have broken away. Well, not too much. Norfolk and Talent still there, and he's still got more NOS than them. Maybe not as Matteo. Matteo has been doing some extra saving. with Nifty in second, Norfolk and Talent in third. We've got the Ford Meister, the Fordy, the Ford Stir in fourth, and he doesn't want that fifth, but Kevlar very tight up there with them. Kevlar having a fantastic race. This second race has faced a lot of adversity in that mid-pack. They are starting to offer therapy for anyone who's raced in the mid-pack of the GRCC, because it is tough stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to be made of some real Gen X kind of quality gear to get through the mid-pack in the GTCC. And Kevlar getting ever closer to 40. Does 40 love that fifth that much that he's given up a lead and possibly all the way down to fifth just so he could be fifth? That is a man who is making a meme for himself. Matteo there out in the lead with Nifty in second. This fight continues on. And Nifty feels like there should be some retribution. He's had Matteo drive past him more than he has driven past Matteo. So I feel he wants to dish some of that back. And in the chat, and when he's saying no, homemade are the best. And Greavesy said, dip them in Baileys. Oh, God, that sounds good. And Wayne saying, now you're talking. Yeah, now we're on board. Shortbread dipped in Baileys, Mrs. Thingamajig. We've got to try it. She's looking at her phone and ignoring me. That's my life, ladies and gentlemen. And my heart. So Matteo leads with Nifty in second. Why would she listen to this? She just thinks I'm shouting at her TV, for heaven's sakes. Norfolk and Talent, although she hears me when I make a mistake, she's quite happy to correct me when I've made mistakes. But today she is staring at her phone hard. There must be some Christmas advert, a way of spending money. Matteo then crossing the line. Oh no, he's just started the final lap. I saw the red flashing at the top and thought, oh my God, we're just about to cross the line. But no, we've still got another lap. Nifty's still got another chance, ladies and gents. Don't give up yet. Norfolk and Talent in third. 40 keeping Kevlar at bay, but Kevlar really wants that fourth place, doesn't he? He really wants to get in that fourth place. He is digging deep, ladies and gents. Oban up to sixth. Max on the Sticks has slipped back. He slipped back, ladies and gentlemen. Max on the Sticks has had quite an adventure, and now he has got not much fuel. He's had more adventuring than he's got fuel left. And Gaz, is that why he's easing off? Is that why he's losing spots? And then we've got Chili D in ninth. Great drive from Chili D with Dowdry slipping further and further back. Top Taffy in 11th with Mikey in 12th. Willie Win in 13th. Fiberman in 14th. G-Man in 15th. And Apricot Charlie in 16th. Matteo. And Throb saying, I love a bit of Baileys at Christmas, but it goes down way too easy and you've drunk the bottle before you know it. It's like milkshake. I drink it like a milkshake. Matteo then still in the lead, but Nifty is definitely wanting to relieve him in the final corner. Nifty goes for his move. Nifty pulls the move off into the final corner, but does Matteo have the nose as they make their way to the line? And Matteo does have the nose. And Nifty in second, Norfolk and Talent in third. Rounding out your podium, I've heard my voice. 40 in fourth, Kevlar in fifth. Oban finished in sixth. Max on the Sticks in seventh, ahead of the Gaz in eighth. So Max on the Sticks had a bit of nose at the end. Chili D in ninth. Dowdry in 10th. We've got Top Taffy in 11th. Mikey is bringing it home for 12th place. Hang on, let me have a sip of this. Oh yeah, I need a bit of Baileys just to clear that scratchy feeling. Mikey then brings it home in 12th place in the Mazda ahead of Willie Win. And what an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. I am telling you, for your racing entertainment, you can only get it here at Thingamajig. And still these two race on. G-Man, the flag might be out, but G-Man and Fiberman still dicing, ladies and gentlemen. Dicing up to the very last minute as G-Man brings it home in 14th spot. Not a lot of fuel. It looks like the BMW, a very thirsty girl. Fiberman in 15th. And Apricot Charlie has a bit of fuel on board, but he has done one lap less. So that might be why he has a bit more fuel than the other BMWs. And that's Apricot Charlie then, bringing it home in 16th. Wowzers, ladies and gentlemen, that was so tight there. Nifty, giving it his big beans. And Matteo didn't even use all his nos. What a show-off. And Nifty saying, steady up, old boy, I say. I know, I got rather excited. So Matteo takes the win and control of the championship, I would say. Nifty there in second, gave it all the beans he could to go up against Matteo in that final corner and nearly caught him out. And Norfolk and Talent rounds out the podium with the fastest lap as well. Well done to him. 40 in fourth. It's not what we're used to, but it is what we've got. He could have won this one today, couldn't he? He really could have done. Let's not keep saying it because it might upset him. But 40, great job for fourth place ahead of Kevlar. Kevlar absolutely kept it on the low down, that one for Kevlar. Snuck in there. And Throb saying, cheers thingy, fantastic bedtime entertainment. Well, it's my pleasure. And Nifty saying, Ace was playing with us like a cat with a half-dead mouse. Wow, Matteo. Steady on. Kevlar then in fifth. Great drive from Kevlar there. Great drive. Oban in sixth ahead of Max on the sticks. And then BMWs have definitely got an issue come the end of this longer race. Ace, give them some more fuel. The BMW's a thirsty little car. Gaz finishing in eighth with Chili D in ninth. Great drive from Chili D. A quiet weekend from him. And he came good at the end there, getting some good points, top 10. Dowdry. What can be said about Dowdry is his car just doesn't like him. It wishes to kill him. It wants him to be unalived because it throws him, even in a straight line, it throws him at the scenery. And that's what we'll say about that. And Greavesy with the number one finger. And Nifty saying, thank you, Thingy. Great show as always. You demand. Well, my pleasure. I enjoy it, honestly. Top Taffy in 11th with Mikey in 12th. Fifth place in the first race, though, Mikey. That's what we will remember you by. Willie Win in 13th with G-Man for Real Fun in 14th. Fiberman in 15th. The Rocket. And Apricot Charlie, not his racetrack, ladies and gents, not his bag. Finishing in 16th. Well, that was round 2 of the GTCC season 3, and so far so good. It's been blinding. I can't wait for the next one. Vodka Rob saying I'm off to bed then. Good night, folks, and a big wave from the Throb. Have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Have a biscuit in bed. And Nifty saying night, Rob, night all. Yeah, night to everyone. Thank you to GRRC for allowing me to cover their fantastic races. Thank you to all the admin for organising this shebang. Thank you to our pilots for turning up each week and driving as hard as they can. And thank you to you guys who have been in the chat, keeping me company throughout this stream. And anyone who watches this a little bit later, I thank you too. You are all stars. Wayne saying, you doing any more? Yeah, but it might be a VRC one. I think you're waiting for the URL one. And Throb saying night Nifty. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. Tooroo. Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all.